What if I told you that something as simple as the way you prepare your morning coffee could quietly influence how your body burns fat, protects your cells, and even supports the natural defense systems that keep dangerous diseases like cancer under control? For millions of seniors, coffee is already a daily ritual. It's warm, comforting, and energizing. But recent scientific insights suggest that when one specific natural ingredient is added to coffee, the effects inside the body may become far more powerful than most people realize. In fact, this simple addition may help stimulate processes connected to cellular repair, metabolic balance, and the activity of stem cells that help regenerate tissues as we age. And perhaps even more fascinating, certain compounds in this combination may create an internal environment that is far less friendly to cancer cells, while helping the body burn stored fat more efficiently. Today we're going to explore exactly what this ingredient is, why it may be particularly beneficial for people over the age of 60, how it works inside the body, and the right way to use it safely as part of a healthy lifestyle. As we age, the body gradually slows down many of the processes that once kept us feeling strong and energetic. Metabolism becomes less efficient, fat tends to accumulate more easily, and cellular repair processes begin to weaken. One of the most important players in maintaining healthy tissues throughout life are stem cells. These remarkable cells act like the body's repair system, helping replace damaged or aging cells with new ones. However, the activity of stem cells naturally declines with age, which is one reason why healing slows down and why tissues become more vulnerable to disease. Scientists have been studying ways to gently stimulate the environment that supports stem cell activity. And interestingly, certain natural compounds found in foods and spices appear to help encourage this process. One of the most promising among them is something many people already have sitting in their kitchen cabinet: cinnamon. Cinnamon is far more than just a flavorful spice used in desserts and holiday drinks. For centuries, traditional medicine systems around the world have used cinnamon for its powerful health-supporting properties. Modern research has revealed that cinnamon contains bioactive compounds such as cinnamaldehyde and polyphenols that influence inflammation, blood sugar regulation, and metabolic health. For seniors, these effects can be especially meaningful because stable blood sugar and reduced inflammation play major roles in protecting the body from chronic disease. When cinnamon is added to coffee, something interesting happens. Coffee itself is already rich in antioxidants known as polyphenols, which help neutralize harmful molecules called free radicals. When combined with the polyphenols in cinnamon, the antioxidant effect may become even stronger, helping protect cells from oxidative stress, one of the key contributors to aging and cellular damage. Now, let's talk about metabolism and fat burning, because this is where many people begin to notice changes as they grow older. After the age of 60, the body tends to store fat more easily while burning fewer calories at rest. Part of this shift is linked to insulin sensitivity. When cells become less responsive to insulin, the body struggles to manage blood sugar efficiently, which often leads to increased fat storage and reduced energy levels. Cinnamon has been shown in several studies to help improve insulin sensitivity, meaning that cells respond better to insulin and are able to use glucose more effectively for energy instead of storing it as fat. When a small amount of cinnamon is added to coffee, the caffeine in coffee can slightly increase metabolic rate, while cinnamon helps stabilize blood sugar levels. This combination may create a metabolic environment that supports steady energy and more efficient fat metabolism throughout the day. But perhaps the most intriguing aspect of this combination involves the body's internal defense mechanisms against abnormal cell growth. Cancer cells behave very differently from healthy cells. They tend to thrive in environments with chronic inflammation, high blood sugar, and oxidative stress. The antioxidants in coffee and cinnamon help counteract oxidative stress, while cinnamon's anti-inflammatory compounds may help reduce inflammatory signals in the body. Some laboratory studies have even suggested that certain compounds in cinnamon may interfere with pathways that cancer cells rely on for growth and survival. While this does not mean that cinnamon or coffee can cure cancer, it does suggest that maintaining an internal environment rich in protective plant compounds may help support the body's natural defenses against cellular abnormalities. Another fascinating aspect involves the relationship between metabolism and stem cell health. Emerging research suggests that when metabolic balance improves and inflammation decreases, stem cells may function more effectively in maintaining and repairing tissues. Coffee contains compounds that activate a cellular pathway known as AMPK, sometimes called the body's metabolic master switch. This pathway helps regulate energy balance, fat burning, and cellular repair. Cinnamon appears to influence similar metabolic pathways, which may amplify the overall effect. Together, they may help create conditions that encourage the body's natural renewal systems to remain active longer into older age. However, the key to gaining these potential benefits lies in how this combination is used. Many coffee drinks today are loaded with sugar, artificial syrups, and heavy creamers that completely cancel out the positive effects we just discussed. High sugar intake spikes blood glucose, fuels inflammation, and contributes to weight gain, which is exactly the opposite of what we want for healthy aging. If someone adds a teaspoon of cinnamon to a coffee that already contains large amounts of sugar and processed creamers, the health benefits will likely be minimal. The best approach is to start with simple quality coffee and add a small amount of ground cinnamon, usually about 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon. Stirring it well allows the compounds to disperse throughout the drink. Another helpful tip is choosing the right type of cinnamon. There are two main types commonly sold in stores: cassia cinnamon and Ceylon cinnamon. Cassia cinnamon is the most common and tends to have a stronger flavor, but it also contains higher levels of a compound called coumarin, which in large amounts may place stress on the liver over time. Ceylon cinnamon, sometimes called true cinnamon, contains much lower levels of coumarin and is often recommended for regular daily use. For seniors who plan to add cinnamon to coffee regularly, choosing Ceylon cinnamon may be the safer option. Timing can also play a role. Drinking coffee earlier in the day allows the body to benefit from caffeine's natural energy boost without interfering with sleep. Sleep is one of the most powerful factors influencing metabolic health, immune function, and cellular repair. Poor sleep increases inflammation and disrupts hormonal balance, which can slow fat burning and impair the body's natural regenerative processes. By enjoying cinnamon coffee in the morning rather than late afternoon or evening, seniors can support both metabolic energy and healthy sleep cycles. It's also important to remember that no single ingredient, no matter how powerful, can replace the foundations of healthy living. The body's ability to maintain strong stem cell activity, control abnormal cells, and burn fat efficiently depends on a combination of lifestyle factors. Regular movement, even gentle activities like walking, helps stimulate circulation and metabolic activity. A diet rich in vegetables, healthy fats, lean proteins, and whole foods provides the nutrients that cells need to function properly. Hydration supports detoxification and circulation, while managing stress keeps inflammatory hormones from remaining elevated for long periods of time. Interestingly, some researchers believe that certain plant compounds work best when they are part of a broader pattern of healthy habits. Think of them as signals that help guide the body toward balance rather than as miracle cures. When seniors combine simple nutritional strategies like adding cinnamon to coffee with balanced eating, regular physical activity, and good sleep, the cumulative effect may be far greater than any single change alone. Over time, these small habits help create an internal environment where the body can repair itself more effectively and maintain energy and resilience well into later decades of life. Another point worth mentioning is digestion. Cinnamon has traditionally been used to support digestive comfort, and many people find that adding a small amount to coffee can reduce the stomach irritation that coffee sometimes causes. A calmer digestive system allows nutrients to be absorbed more efficiently and reduces unnecessary stress on the body. This may be particularly helpful for seniors who experience occasional digestive sensitivity. You may be wondering how quickly someone might notice changes after adding cinnamon to their coffee routine. The answer varies depending on the individual and their overall lifestyle. Some people report feeling steadier energy levels throughout the morning because cinnamon helps prevent the rapid spikes and crashes in blood sugar that can occur after drinking coffee alone. Others may notice gradual improvements in appetite control or reduced cravings for sugary snacks. However, the deeper benefits related to metabolic health, inflammation reduction, and cellular protection tend to occur slowly over time as the body consistently receives supportive nutrients. Of course, there are also situations where caution is important. People who take medications that affect blood sugar should consult their healthcare provider before significantly increasing cinnamon intake because cinnamon can enhance insulin sensitivity. Similarly, individuals with liver conditions should be careful about the type and amount of cinnamon they consume. As with any dietary change, moderation and medical guidance are key, especially for older adults managing chronic health conditions. One of the most powerful aspects of this simple habit is that it transforms something many people already enjoy into an opportunity to support long-term health. Coffee by itself is already one of the richest sources of antioxidants in the modern diet. By adding cinnamon, you introduce additional compounds that support metabolic balance, reduce inflammation, and protect cells from oxidative damage. Together, they create a small daily ritual that aligns with the body's natural systems for repair and renewal. Think about it this way: every day the body is engaged in an ongoing process of damage and repair. Cells are constantly exposed to environmental stress, metabolic byproducts, and the effects of aging. The goal is not to eliminate all damage, which is impossible, but to strengthen the body's ability to repair itself efficiently. Nutrient-dense foods, protective plant compounds, and balanced metabolic signals help tip the scales toward repair rather than deterioration. Something as simple as cinnamon in coffee may play a small but meaningful role in that process. And perhaps the most encouraging part is that habits like this are easy to maintain. They don't require expensive supplements, complicated routines, or dramatic lifestyle overhauls. Instead, they build on routines that are already part of daily life. When seniors consistently choose small health-supporting habits, whether it's walking after meals, eating more vegetables, staying hydrated, or enhancing their morning coffee with beneficial spices, the combined effect over months and years can be remarkable. So the next time you prepare your morning coffee, consider reaching for a small pinch of cinnamon, not because it's a miracle cure, but because it's a simple, natural way to add more protective plant compounds to your day while supporting the body's metabolic and cellular health. Over time, these tiny daily decisions can help create a stronger foundation for healthy aging, sustained energy, and resilience. In the end, the message is simple. A small addition like cinnamon to your coffee may help support metabolic balance, provide powerful antioxidants, and contribute to an internal environment that favors healthy cells while discouraging harmful ones. When combined with a balanced lifestyle, this small habit may become part of a larger strategy for staying active and vibrant well into later life. If you found this information valuable, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and let me know in the comments what topic you want to see next.